WWE fans, the Tribal Chief has returned with a vengeance that has left the entire wrestling world reeling. Roman Reigns didn't just make a comeback, he resurrected the bloodline in the most brutal and unstoppable way imaginable. At the electrifying Night of Champions event, the air was thick with tension as Seth Rollins prepared to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. But the Tribal Chief had other plans. Accompanied by a terrifying new enforcer known as HIKULEO, Roman swept in like a force of nature to annihilate Rollins' hopes and send shockwaves through the WWE universe. If you thought you had seen it all, this carnage demands your full attention. Smash that subscribe button because history was made last night. A Samoan tsunami hits Night of Champions. The saga leading to this moment was rife with betrayal, heartbreak, and shifting alliances. Jacob Fatu's brutal betrayal of Solo Sikoa at the Money in the Bank event set off a chain reaction that led to Jey Uso's heartbreaking title loss to Gunther, followed by Seth Rollins' crowning moment with the MIT briefcase. The bloodline seemed on the verge of collapse, fracturing under the weight of internal strife. But Roman Reigns refuses to accept defeat or the dismantling of his family legacy. With HIKULEO, a towering 6'8" Samoan giant, now standing by his side, the Tribal Chief reassembled the bloodline into a revitalized, deadly force. The dynasty wasn't just back, it was reborn, stronger and more dangerous than ever before. The question on everyone's mind, who else will join this new era of dominance, and who will fall by the wayside? Darkness falls as Rollins prepares to cash. The atmosphere in the arena was electric, charged with anticipation. Seth Rollins' theme music blasted through the speakers, signaling the start of his Money in the Bank cash-in attempt. The crowd erupted, ready to witness what they thought would be a pivotal moment in Rollins' career. Then suddenly the lights cut out, and a hush fell over the arena. Darkness swallowed the crowd, leaving nothing but the pounding heartbeat of anticipation. When the lights blazed back on, Roman Reigns' unmistakable theme ripped through the air, sending a jolt of adrenaline through the audience. The brutal assault, HIKULEO unleashes carnage. Before Rollins could fully register what was happening, HIKULEO slammed him into the barricade with bone-jarring force, the sound echoing through the arena like thunder. The power slam left Rollins gasping and sprawled on the cold steel, his cash-in dreams shattering like glass. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns stood tall in the ring, eyes burning with a cold, ruthless fire as he reached down and snatched the Money in the Bank briefcase from the mat. With a sly, triumphant smirk, Roman slammed the briefcase onto the steel steps, sending sparks flying and igniting the crowd into a frenzy. His message was clear. No one steals from the bloodline and gets away with it. The arrival of HIKULEO, Roman's perfect weapon. HIKULEO's debut couldn't have been more impactful. Towering over 6'8", this Samoan giant is Roman Reigns' perfect new enforcer, an unstoppable force designed to crush the opposition, especially Paul Heyman's faction. The Wiseman was seen backstage, screaming frantically into his phone, his panic obvious as his faction crumbled before his eyes. This monstrous alliance signals a terrifying new chapter in WWE's Bloodline saga, where raw power and strategic cunning combine to form an unbreakable force. With HIKULEO at his side, Roman's dominance is nearly absolute. The silent absence. Where is Solo Sikoa? One glaring question looms over this rebirth, the mysterious absence of Solo Sikoa. Once considered the bloodline's heir apparent, Solo's whereabouts remain unknown. His silence amid the chaos adds an air of mystery and fuels speculation. Has Solo been cast out, or is he biding his time, planning his next move? This missing piece adds tension to the already volatile situation. Jey Uso's conflict, torn between loyalties. Backstage cameras caught Jey Uso watching intently from the ramp, his face a mixture of concern and conflict. As the bloodline war rages and Roman reasserts his iron grip, Jey stands at a crossroads. Does he throw his lot back in with the Tribal Chief, reaffirming his loyalty and family bonds? Or does he side with Solo Sikoa, standing against Roman's ruthless new order? Jey's decision carries enormous weight, not just for his own future, but for the fate of the entire bloodline dynasty. The drama unfolding inside the family is as gripping as the battles in the ring. Roman's ruthless reinvention, a new bloodline. Begins Roman Reigns didn't just return to WWE, he reinvented the bloodline. By unleashing HIKULEO and crushing Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank cash-in attempt, Roman has declared open war on his rivals. The MIT briefcase destroyed, the faction that once seemed unstoppable is now on the ropes. The tribal chief's second act is darker, bloodier, and more merciless than ever before. The kingdom has its king back, and Roman's reign promises to be a reign of iron and fire. This isn't just a comeback, it's a reckoning. What lies ahead? The bloodline's revenge, just beginning. The wrestling world is left with burning questions. Will Seth Rollins recover from this savage ambush? Can Jey Uso be swayed back into the fold? Or will he break away from Roman's shadow forever? And where will Jacob Fatu's allegiance lie in this new bloodline order? Fans everywhere are on the edge of their seats, hungry for answers in the next explosive chapter in this saga. The bloodline's revenge is only just beginning, and the battle for WWE supremacy has never been more intense. Join the bloodline war. Stay tuned for the next chapter. This is your front row seat to WWE history. Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the Tribal Chief's new era starts now. The bloodline is reborn, ruthless, relentless, and ready to dominate. Sound off below. Who do you think will survive this brutal new war? Is Roman Reigns unstoppable, or will Seth Rollins and his allies fight back? What role will Jey Uso and Jacob Fatu play in this epic family feud? The bloodline saga is far from over, and you don't want to miss a single moment.